Now, next I've got a track that Helm and Josh, well, they kind of made me play it earlier this week. It's called Barry Gibb Was My Landlord. It's from a band called Waco. I'll be honest, I wasn't that convinced. But after a couple of spins, it's kind of grown on me. And James from the band has assured me that after a dozen more listens, it should grow on you too. Speaking of James, let's hear him tell us the story behind the track, because apparently it's based on a true story. Barry Gibb was my landlord. Where did the song come from? Is it a true story?
It's a true story. If you listen to the chorus, it tells you everything you need to know. Barry Gibb was my landlord, the only place in Chorlton we could afford. So a few years ago, I was looking for a cheap flat in Manchester when I was studying there, and this place came up. I couldn't quite believe how good the price was. Mm-hmm. When I went to meet the guys, they said, by the way, just so you know, this is the house where the Bee Gees grew up. I couldn't believe it.
So it is the house on Keppel Road?
Yeah, that's right. I heard you used to live in Chorlton as well, is that right?
I used to live on Keppel Road.
All the coolest people lived on Keppel Road.
When I first moved to Manchester to do Coronation Street, my family moved in. We rented a 3-storey house on Keppel Road. They're big houses. They go for a lot of money now.
Big houses, yeah. I think we had 5 or 6 tenants living in at the time.
Listen, how did you get into music?
I got into music listening to my parents' records. My dad was really into the Police. And for some reason, I remember the Bodyguard soundtrack was a CD that got rinsed in my house. So, yeah, my dad was listening to the Police and Roxy music. And I thought all that stuff was a bit weird and wonderful, but I got into harder stuff. Started playing guitar in my room, learning my guitar tabs, just like any other bedroom guitarist, really. Moved to London and met the boys. The rest is history. We formed Waco.
Did you ever play any Bee Gees tunes in Waco?
There is a slight interpolation of some Bee Gees lyrics in the Barry Gibb song. We hope we don't get in any trouble for that. We do like a bit of disco. We like some 16ths on the hi-hat, a little bit of an offbeat, that type of thing. We like to play so people can dance to, because if they can't, then what's the point, right?
That's it. What's the point of going out if you can't dance to it? What can we expect from the new record? It's called Rock Spirit Absolute Joy, isn't it?
Well, that is a rock album, first and foremost. I mean, we tried to get a little bit of all kinds of the rock music we love on there. So there's bits of hardcore, prog, classic rock, you name it. There's even some kind of saccharine acoustic cheese on there. fans of an 80s ballad. So yeah, we just went all out, really. This is the one where we're pulling out all the stops. Nothing's off the table. We want to push some boundaries, upset some people. You know, I'd rather be one person's glass bottle of Orangina than everyone's cup of tea.
Here they are then, Waco. Barry Gibb was my landlord.